Right? Let's start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. When I say double honors to the apostles of Great Middle School, not sure they do well. And salutation to the brothers all over the wood that pushing this truth in sincerity and in truth. Right? This is part of the training that camp here come to do all the edification. Right? And Kaya, Bishop, you just started?
Yeah, can. Because we tell you the first January 2020. Okay, man, July 2020 vision or something like that. So, you know the prophecy, right? The year's destruction. Right? The book of Second Ezra chapter 16, start at 1. It says, woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Assyria, woe, Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt, and Assyria, and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack, and yea, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Right, so the Most High is sending out to these nations saying, who they have to it. Because guess what? All evil is sin before the Most High in the sense that they're not executing righteousness and judgment. Alright, so the Most High saying, no, the destruction. Alright, mainly to the mainland America. Right? So,
I know it's when they in the folly, they see all of them coming together to do the wickedness.
Right.
Like all these New Year's things, all sorts of different nations coming together, in the same union, wickedness.
Right? It says, destruction is at hand. The street says, the sword is sent upon you, and whom it turning back.
That sword is what? I see your missile and piercing weapon. You understand? The Most High have the Russians, the Iranians, which is ancient Persia, China, all these nations, basically with their sword. In America, the sword too. You understand? But the Most High send that sword. You read Ezekiel 21, the Most High say a sword is foolish. Give it into the hand of the slayer. Right about now, the slayer is so glad and put it. You understand? The Russians, right? But
it says, a fire sent among you, and whom may quench it.
right, and that because why the ICBM nuclear missiles is what fire. Most I say what you can fire on you. Alright?
Right. 5. Plagues are sent upon you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Remember, is the plagues, the famine, martial law, right? This was, the increase of the heat and the sun, the sun getting red hot these days, right? Crops not growing, all these kind of things, drought, flooding, all of these things are plagues,
This is, may any man drive away the hunger and a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble.
Right, so the Most High talking about himself here, because why? The have vengeance in his heart, right? And the Most High will not turn back his will until he quench the thirst for the blood of the wicked. Right? Most I see he will not consume all things over the land. Right? Here you can get Isaiah 63, and you can start off this one. Babakosha. Right? Who is this that coming from Bosra? Right? Because why? The Most High angry because of the iniquity in the world. You are robbery or kidnapping of men. Right? You saw he don't took the children at Israel into captivity. Right, brought them here on the Western Hemisphere to slavery. He knew that he moved them, all these kind of atrocities and wickedness that the so-called white man done. And all these other nations itself, they were upholders. The scripture said the upholders with sanity. Because the scripture also said in Jeremiah 15 and I believe verse 5, who go about to ask for thee, You know, all these other nations never ask you how the children of Israel are going.
Who shall pity? Who shall pity?
Can, who shall pity thee? Right? Where the scripture say, bless thee that bless thee, and curse thee that curse thee. And all these other nations come like they curse Jacob when they never ask about us, you know, or when do it over here in the Western Hemisphere. Alright?
I was angry with them and the afflictions that are right. Is Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 1. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
That garment dipped in blood, you know, Yahushua bringing back that instruction. So, like, you know, in that judgment on Esau, Edom, you know. I lost what you have told me. There's something coming on. Let's skip this.
In 2 days now, he persecuted. So that's not like that, you know. 2,000 years as we would like to believe that kind of entertainment. And he's just doing 2 days.
Vengeance is in my heart.
A matter of fact, you know, let's see this in the courthouse. When they can premeditate.
Yeah.
They don't premeditate.
They say premeditation, is that correct? Hey, even the Heavenly Father, he premeditated the sentence. Yes. And you know, Jake famous for premeditation. Yeah, just like that.
There's the sharpening last sword, you know.
Yeah.
I'm meditating on these people and them.
Just yesterday I was talking, I say, you know, it is Yahushua HaMashiach, you know, our Lord and Savior. He's sitting down at the right hand and he Heavenly Father Yahweh, you know, and he just did like this. You know, people just waited and just moving their fingers like that. I watching the big man like, oh Lord, I just waited on that command, yes. And Michael just in the background, just shocked. He saw just waiting for Yahushua to, you know.
Yeah, that's what thing.
What?
Was touchy like that. Isaiah 34:8 it says, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of the recompense for the country of the city of Zion. Basically, the day of recompense. Like the Lord Yahushua was waiting on, right? To recompense them that were nailed to that cross, that persecuted him and caused him persecuted his people, the nation of Israel. You don't be separated back, you know. Because the Lord, vengeance in the Lord heart, okay, twisted it. The Lord really want to bring that judgment on this place.
He said that while he was on it. This is Luke 12:49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I, if it already be kindled? You understand?
That fire, when the Lord bring his fire, that God already have fire, destruction will already be in process, you know. Okay, he will not bring the ultimate one, right? The final one. He will not bring that purifier, that purifying agent. Yahushua will not bring that, and that will be the end of Esau kingdom, right? Out with the old and in with the new.
He said, let's go back to him a little bit. This is Zechariah 1 and I will start at 14. It says, so the angel that communed with me said unto me, cried out, saying, thus saith Yahweh Shemashah host, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they held forward the affliction.
Right? The Lord afflicted us for wrongdoing. But Esau, and these are the nation. We say the heathen. Right? Not Esau in particular, but the rest of the nation. Moab, right? All these other nations have been under captivity, and they have fought our affliction. But you see, so displeased with him.
Something to say?
Yeah, I have to say it. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 4, it says,
You can just be said, that's not it.
So continue the
yeah, continue.
I will go back into the second verse 16 and verse 9, 7. It says many verse 8 it says the mighty Lord Yahweh sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Yes, so the scripture says you know sign that sending these plagues. You see when you see all and people say, we preach hate. Alright, but what the scripture says, shall let the evil and city and the Messiah not do it? Alright, we ain't preaching hate, we preaching the reality of all realities.
There is some in 2020 now. We ain't preaching you, and there's some people out there who listening. I know my phone, some people there's something or they are learning. It's not hating. Preaching the Bible, preaching the Lord. Right? And that's how the Lord is. The Lord is a person, because obviously the Lord is a balance. Right? The Lord is a balance. So it's time for it to get that thing on the head.
We come like the silver surfers. We coming to bring that message. We are the most size heralds as brother say. We coming to get our word. We making known unto you the thoughts of the Most High, because we know the thoughts of the Most High. The scripture saying at Amos 3 and 7, the next precepts.
If you want to know about the Most High and the scriptures,
you come to the prophets of the Most High about
And you say it's about hate. Now, it have the Christians and them that really hate righteousness.
That is
You understand? But they live in basically they're being hypocrites. That is really going on. Because the Most High also does say, the Most High say he hate the workers of iniquity every day. So again, like the Most High don't hate, it's the words that the Most High is speaking. It's not things that Donald Trump hate. It's not things everybody has that they hate.
Yeah.
So what?
That characteristics of an individual.
Simple maths.
God don't hate, God love everything.
The Most High made things to hate it. Simple.
Our preacher says, Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 13. It says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the rod of Yahweh of hosts in the day of his fierce anger. So the Most High is getting angry.
Yes.
And the scripture says he's angry with the wicked every day.
Simple maths. Because as you say, Most High make things to hate it too. You understand? This is his show. Alright? And some people will say, but I'm madness. But even a potter, he go make a whole set of thing on a carpenter. I really like this thing.
One, yeah.
But you see this one here? I ain't too
like
fancy.
so
Yeah.
I like that one so much.
Yeah. Hey, so that people.
That painters don't paint it into the picture. It has some paint. And with the paint, you'll actually watch the picture and see happiness in it.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
When it,
Hey, he's amazing. I sure you can walk your thing and I ain't too much like this much now. I ain't really like I wasn't feeling it. It's simple. I mean it's simple. Hey, the Most High the scripture the brother Malak used to always like that scripture, the simplicity, you understand? So I mean what it is, acting like as brother Daniel had say, they always put him in a box, they always put him in a box, they limit him for
you don't need to do this and you don't need that. You don't do that.
This is Proverbs 16 and verse 4. It says, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had made all things for himself. Yea, he even do wicked for the day of evil. Most I make it wicked for days that he will show you vengeance. One of these days he just vex, and when he vex, he just lash out at it. You understand? Simple.
Isaiah 45 and 7.
It's calm.
I create darkness. I create good. I create evil.
I do most I do all these things.
Why that's so hard to
So it's really enough for everybody to understand here and check it out too.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
And it's simple.
It's
And that's something we understand. Everybody don't understand it.
Right, you know, we just always say in terms here, common sense, not so common actually, you know.
Yeah, calm.
For the simple things, where you think somebody go, common sense go, they don't know that, hey, that far-fetched for them.
Calm. You know, like that's the scripture you wanted to do the video on in Acts 13 with Bar Jesus.
Yeah.
They talk about a dark way call it over the person.
Calm,
It come like,
Yes.
it come like that the Most High spread over 2/3 of Israel. You know that darkness in a spiritual sense, they're blind.
Calm.
That is why when they read 2 Corinthians 3, you know, when I was talking about Moses and Yahushua, when Moses came down, it had that veil over the commandments, you know, they didn't take. But Yahushua came to remove that veil. That is when he opened up the 7 seals, you know.
Isaiah 35 and 7.
25 said, yeah, I'm going to say. This is Isaiah 25 and verse 7.
That is a good point you made with actually Paul could have Mr. Come on bad Jesus the sorcerer and the devotee didn't believe. You see, these simple jigs here that they want to see things, they want to see Red Sea open. You know what I mean? They want to see the axe handles floating.
They want to see walking on water and all kind of shit.
That is what they want to see. The scripture says they get no sign but the sign of Jonah.
This is Isaiah 25 and 7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
We're going to take that veil of how we're going to expose this wicked devil that who he really is. Because he wanted he spread that veil over all the people. You know, this devil. You know? But Yahushua coming and removing that veil now. Go ahead.
Isaiah 57:14. And shall say, cast ye up, prepare the way, take up the stumbling block out of the way of my people.
Take that stumbling block out of the way of the people. You don't show them that light. The scripture says in book of Proverbs 6 and 23 and 6 say the laws is like a lamp on the feet and like a light on the path. You know, you see that truth come about. Why is that lightning in the darkness taking on the veil? You end up like bad Jesus looking for somebody to lead you around. You understand? For the scripture says the blind, both of them should fall into a ditch. And what was bad Jesus was leading wanted to lead the devotee basically into a ditch. Because he was leading them from blindness, he wasn't giving the law, statutes, and commandments, and teaching them the truth about the Creator. You know?
They like 4 or 6 years said the people will sat in darkness saw a great light, and to them which sat in the region a shadow of death light strong.
Done. But the scripture says, I think it's in 1 Peter. They say, take out of darkness and come into this marvelous light. You know, so we can see forth, we can see through. We are, once you are light, you go see through the darkness. You go see the wickedness in people. Basically, you go see right through. Like so to speak.
This is Matthew 10, verse 25 and 26. I'll read even 27. It says, it is enough for the disciple that he be as his master and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of is also. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the air, that preach ye upon the housetops.
Done. We say we like we say in the dark. It's the same very thing. You know, he's sticking to the word. Scripture says the Most High himself too is a man of the word. The word he would have come, yeah. You know, so hey, I stay in that light. You know, GMS is a camp that lighting up the darkness that is happening in the world. You know?
The scripture says that these are a city and a hill, which can do guys because why? You see, the thing about a city is not a place, a city is a people. Scripture will tell that. And you know, hey, maybe the men are people, so not saying, you know, because even the elders say, not saying that it was prophets in the other camp or elect in the other camp, because that's sincere men in the other camp people don't come to the full truth. Because hey, whether people like it or not, great millstone have the full truth, 100% unadulterated truth. You know, and the thing about GMS, we're going to words, we break down words, you know, making known to be simplifying the scriptures, going back into a precept I brought a few weeks ago in Nehemiah, basically making known unto you so that you could understand it. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get it. I believe it's Nehemiah 8 and 8.
Yes, I remember that. There's a specific word in it.
Yes, in fact, there's supposed to have
where basically was highlighted, basically breaking it down properly for the people to understand.
This is Nehemiah 8. I'll start at 7. Even though the name's kind of Nehemiah 7 8 and 7 is like here. And Joshua and Banai and Sheriba, Jamin, Akob, Shabbatai, Hodijah, Maasia, Kelita, and Zariah, Josabad, Hanan, Pilaiah, and the Levites caused the people to understand the law, and the people stood in their place. So they read the book in the law of power. So they read the book in the law of the Most High distinctly, and gave the sense, and caused them to understand the reading.
And that is basically what the precept used to do back then. Because the precept when the Sabbath used to come forth and bring on the law and read it to people and make sure that people understand what we don't call. Remember Israel, he was to die for certain things. So you have to be clear and where when judgment is to be handed down, hey, it's not if but or maybe. So they were making it clear to the people out of the law, the books of the law, that we know we can do, we're not supposed to do, and these things was make it clear unto them. You know, there wasn't giving them no sense of no false school, and they could come in the synagogue and tell them about prosperity doctrines and all this foolishness, and how the people are living in a bubble and knowing shit.
That is why, you know, going back into the precept that he brought out first, 2 16. That is why he said, move beyond to Babylon and such. Because within a nation, it's supposed to, most nations don't move, whether they be pagan or so known, they had a priest. They always had a priest. And what the priests do, the priests teach the law, right? Also to offer sacrifices and to take people away from iniquity. Now we live in a state here in Trinidad and Tobago where alright, if you break a law, you don't even, most people in this country don't know the laws of this country. So henceforth they're gonna do something and the police just gonna lock up your ass and then they're gonna say you know your rights. But we didn't know that what you do was a crime. Crime and sin is basically the same word to that.
And in some cases even the police don't know the law. But the police might want to arrest you for something that, you know, is basically a fine you can pay. You know, there are things that they just go about it the wrong way. For the ignorant of the law.
And where are your priests? You know, to teach you law. Because they come like in this kingdom. The same thing I think is Uzziah, the king of Israel wanted to do, and the Most High strike him with leprosy. he wanted to be king and priest. You understand? But you cannot be a king and priest. You can be a king and a prophet. You can be a priest and a prophet, but you can't be king and priest at the same time. So you come like in this blasted kingdom that Esau set up, which is a leprous kingdom. You understand? There's king and freaking priest at the same time. Because they're the ones who dishing out the law and executing the law. To say in the sense that because why? One of the reasons for a king, because when they read the book of Judges, they say in those days it had no king in Israel, so everybody did that which was right in their own eyes. A king supposed to enforce the law, the priest supposed to teach the law, also execute certain judgments from the law, right? And well, a prophet is the words of the Most High, and that is why the Most High said, we, beginning with the elders and the apostles, are great ones to remain first, right? To make known the thoughts of the Most High that all your fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because you can't be king and priest, and then at the end of the day, you saw a priest. You have no priest in the kingdom. The so-called priests say that the laws of the Most High govern the land, but yet homosexuality is legal and illegal in the eyesight of the Most High. So,
Yeah. Psalm 119, verse 7 says, Oh how love I thy law. It is my meditation all the day. Though through thy commandments have made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me.
so you see, what is one of the things that made the Most High, that made King David a man after the Most High own heart. Because, probably from a young and tender age, King David probably used to meditate on the law of the Most High. That was he told David, boy. The same thing like the brother said before. He teach you what to do, what is right, what is wrong, what the Most High like from what he don't like. So, King David probably used to be like, but if I do that, Daddy, you will like it. So let me do that. The Most High like if I do this is the right thing to do. Let me do that. You understand? And that is probably the reason why he even had the name spiritually Dawad. Dawada or David means beloved. Right? Because why? He meditated. The laws of the Most High, same thing our forefather Isaac used to be doing, meditated. Most Israelites sit on a daily basis and just meditate. You understand? Esau will meditate on wickedness. You understand? But we actually meditate on various things like Esau. We meditate on different stuff. Because why? Spiritually, he was Isaac. Right? When you have more present?
Yeah.
When you want to go back into the
I think so, verse 16. Verse 10 says, He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Yahweh shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
That is the precept for us for a while. The Most High check me. But I share when the Most High knows check me people. You understand? You shall not utterly be
You shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
And watch this. One thing with the Most High check me, he will not do what he say he will not do. You understand? So the Most High will not check most men. The average J will check me. But the Most High keep into your word. Because the scripture say if you swear to do good or evil, do it.
Say not check in the book of Ezekiel. I think one of the verse 25, I show it 25. We say, I myself will command you to be self.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah, Most High is the man. Yeah.
And that is why the children of Israel long used to be so serious about that oath. That is why when there was they made the oath to kill Paul, they said they ain't go eat nothing until he dead. Because why? According to the law, as I mentioned earlier, if you swear to do evil, you have to do it. The Most High might actually bless you. It might be something fucked up you will have to do it, but at least you keep your word. So you swear to do good or evil, because Ecclesiastes said the Most High have no content vain, like in vain oaths, I believe.
Yeah, because we have to keep people even unto the heathens.
Gibeonites.
Right?
That's why the Most High fuck up Saul too, because he killed them all.
Right? It says, verse 12, it says, the earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea rise up, the waves from deep, the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before Yahweh, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand, and bended the bow. His arrows that are shot, that his arrow that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
And I'm talking about what? The ICBM nuclear missiles. Because if you go into the scriptures and you look upon the ICBM nuclear missiles, so long as these people, especially the Russian avant-garde, so long as they program a missile to hit a spot, it is going to hit that spot. No missile defense system, or whatever the case is, could shoot them down or move them.
I know they're very accurate.
Can. If they program it to hit one particular spot then we say they program it to hit the ants walking across, it's going to hit the ants. So it says what? You know that part again?
It says, in Deuteronomy 13, it says, for strong is his right hand, that bended the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss.
Right, because the Most High Spirit itself is within this technology, right? Esau may think he's the mastermind, but the mastermind of all masterminds is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So the Most High Spirit itself is within these missiles, programming them. Just like what is showing is X-Men, when Apocalypse take over Cerebro, right? He could control these things, missiles to go wherever he wants them to go. And that is the point. Esau just not gain it. This ain't your technology. The Most High say it, sir.
They say they shall not break their ranks.
God. Going and hit the point. Each one of them. You know?
It says, when they begin to be shot into the end of the world.
Oh, happy day. That is the song we are singing. Oh, happy day.
Well, behold, the plagues are sent, and all shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Yes, so you know them missiles in the stay in the side or return into the side. You know, wherever they be shut off, they will be shut off. And the thing they don't have no other day like that again. So that's sad.
This is future prophecy. This is future prophecy. We didn't say, you know, the ICBM is still talking about.
Because we're seeing in reality, arms race going on.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So we're seeing America basically losing the arms race. They're full of depth. They can't handle certain things that are true. Sorry, that, you understand? They will lose the arms race.
The bridges rumbling. What kind of shit is going on with America right now? I don't know. That's why the Most High say, come and sit in the dust. There's no truth for you. You know? You done fucked up. Most High fucked you up.
It says,
so, I'm going to say, you have a chance to rule. And the rulership way you're running is bogus. It's a set of wickedness.
It says, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Right, that's why, you know, the scripture says in Revelation, I believe it's 22, if I'm not mistaken, or earlier, there shall be a lake of fire.
You see, talking more arrows, right? But then we keep talking about the consume. It says the fire is kindled. So it's obvious that they're talking about arrow. Yeah, I talking about arrow.
I mean, the arrows are.
And don't tell me that arrow you will know yet. Don't tell me that.
So the both side, we don't literally take an arrow stand up on this side of the earth. You understand? Light it and chew! No! Missiles. The men are understanding the beginning of the elders and the apostles of great wisdom. Thank you about Hashem Yahushai, you know, for those men. The elders and the apostles. Yeah. Spirit on those men strong.
They talk about the scripture talk about strong is the hand that bend the bow. You know what I mean? So they want you to understand that that bow, when it bends, the arrow is not going to just go from here to there. The arrow going from one end to the next end because that's strong and that bend that bow.
I feel it's something for this so can be.
Yeah, can. Amen.
What I mean, somebody to go that plain the thing when somebody reading this, somebody didn't understand it. You know, they'll see suddenly something.
Something is not not to be honest.
It says, so like it says 16, verse 16 says, like an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, and turn it not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
Right, and the Messiah even said that the Messiah drawn sword out of his sheath. It not going to return into his sheath. Why? Normally, if you take a sword, you don't do a killing, you return it into his sheath. Then but the Messiah said the sword not going to return into his sheath. Then because why? Talking about the ICBM nuclear missiles. Because after I done the missile itself set up the warhead, right? That when I'm break off and then they're going to send on the warhead. The warhead going to split into some missiles carry 30. I know for sure the Poseidon torpedoes carry about 30 warheads, nuclear warheads within the head. You understand? And when that split, you understand it will when they do the destruction, it will be destroyed. So you're not going to return. You understand?
When you hear scriptures like before them, like a fire the forward before them, and behind them a flame burning.
But there's a
Don't you have slack.
So,
Shalom.
yeah, you know that.
Yes, sir. As the brother said, that's how. I fire go before the bar, fire behind. I want to walk was it? The fire behind me.
actually telling you the praise before it was like you guys anyway.
Eden.
But when the arrow land, it's like a desolate
Wilderness. Arrow.
It says, the same thing, it says, who is me? Who is me? Who shall deliver me from those days? The beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine, and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear.
And hey, that is the time we are entering in. Yahushua said it, there shall be wars and wars of wars. You see in World War, everybody that actually have a head on the head could see there is a World War III coming. But totals is just studying to they want to party, they want to go boat ride, excursion. They're studying things that they're not supposed to be studying. You understand? But scripture said that what? And you see in the powers, you know how the powers shall what?
and fear.
Powers shall stand in fear. Talking about who? The elites. Right? They stand in fear because why? They're seeing that the coming of the Lord's name. You know? That is why, well, and even talking about Esau on the road. You understand? Because why? They done hoarding gold, the seeds and all these kind of things. So they're standing in fear because they are the powers that they feel right about now. So you have something now?
This Isaiah chapter 42, verse 19. It says, who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as Yahweh Shemashai's servant, seeing many things, but thou observest not, opening the ears, but thou hearest not. And as I say, they see the end coming, but then the scripture say, I think it's in Isaiah 20, Isaiah 22, says, let us eat and drink for tomorrow we die.
22 you have it?
No.
22
But it's the arms race going on.
Yeah. Job still.
Arms race going on, but nobody will press the button.
Yeah. As we just normally say, and the elders, you take the most I can have these nuclear bombs as audience,
Hey, I think actually I watched a video where they was actually saying that nuclear missiles is just like you know, was like basically just a show. I forget the word they use. You understand? But it's just they like to like it's like I to just say it is where you don't have no confrontation, because if you have any confrontation, then this is what we have. It's like a deterrent. It is like a deterrent. You know? But hey, guess what? The thing is, men are addicted to power, and nuclear missiles is power. You understand? Nuclear missiles is power. So at some point, somebody gonna want to use their power. It's like they say, you can't put two man rats in the same hole. Somebody gonna want to show the dominance.
Hey, and and hey, even the Most High does good, because the scripture said, "This reason have I raised up Pharaoh to show forth my power in thee." You understand? So somebody must want to touch him, but Nancy brother say, "Come now."
We having these nuclear capability just for show. We had a serial.
Come on.
Whatever you Donald Trump cartoon. In Donald Trump cartoon, they always show that they have a button that they always have to take with the button from Donald Trump, because every minute Donald Trump he want to press button.
It's not even up to them too, because the Most High will put a spirit on them.
Because we are now said, it's not up to them. And as the main thing, Isaiah 54:16, behold, I have created the smith and brought the coals in the fire and brought forth the instrument for his works. And I have created the waster to destroy.
I say, I created that. So I will make what is that button.
I said to destroy.
To destroy.
Yes, not for diplomacy, not for ornaments, you understand, but to destroy.
Yeah. So man, when the Most High will make a man touch that button.
Something you do.
I will not say the quiver.
This Revelation chapter 17 and 17. It says, "For power had put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the word of power shall be fulfilled."
And I like the European Union. You understand why them come together to give the power to the beast. But you're taking it away now that way you see how the Brexit. What I was talking about that with their own today. You understand? And the scripture says there's no peace in the wicked. You're taking away that peace.
Hey, talking about that, this is the book of First Thessalonians. First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So hey, when these people in the mindset, especially these Christians, thinking they're gonna have peace, you know, because that is all they're looking for. They're looking for peace. But it's a Jamaican songwriter or singer. He sing a song. He say, why you pray for peace? Why you pray for judgment? Because when you watch the kind of wickedness justice,
Yeah.
but yeah, why it is that, alright, you see what went on with our nation of people, right? And the Jakes in America asking for repatriation. You understand why you just ask a judgment, and some people say what we don't deserve that, but you're flicking, you living off of the benefits of your forefathers putting us in slavery. You understand? But we don't need only repatriation, we need judgment, and that is what we're seeking for Yahweh Shem Shai for judgment, right? The kind of wickedness that all it did to our forefathers, right? We seeking judgment, not no peace with the wicked. There's no peace with the wicked. Fuck that.
And we shall think peace is just sudden destruction.
Done.
Right back in Second Ezra 16, verse 19, it says, "Behold, famine and plague should be nation and ambush."
That is the most high forceful judgments. You understand? Family, plague, the sword, right? And I forget the next one. You understand? Well,
Ascent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
And watch that. That actually linking with what was said in the book of Revelation. Though the Most High cast his plagues and also in the book of Amos, right? But in Revelation, the Most High said that he poured fire on the sun, and yet they repented not for their sins, right? But some people say this not visible, not inspired by the Holy Spirit.
Good. And he said, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yes, so that when the time when it had the riots and stuff, people would have been looting and these kind of things, and they say, hey, yeah, we're in a good case. You understand? But they ain't knowing that what martial law coming right after. You understand? And a lot of people will be put to death.
Right, this is for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish in famine. Right? So that.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. It says that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evil go upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
Going back into Jeremiah 16, when it says the body shall be as dung on the earth, they shall die as so death, right? Because one famine, because the Most High will curse people by the heat and the sun increasing also. What instead of, because what sunlight is good for plants to the process of photosynthesis, but too much of heat going to cause it to dry up, going to dry up the earth, you understand? Then it going to dry up certain water sources, and then the Most High say he going to rise up the locust. Speaking about men and the literal locust itself.
Is in Jeremiah chapter 50, starting at 38. It says, a drought is upon the waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images.
And watch this, that is the Western Hemisphere. Right about now, you're going to the news, they say this season will not be very hot. It will not cause certain droughts because the reservoirs, because see in Trinidad, especially in Trinidad, when the rain falls, there's fill up certain reservoirs, right? And they say even though we had plenty rainfall, or it seemed that we had plenty rainfall, it ain't really do nothing to the reservoirs. So companies like Wassa and stuff ain't really get the amount of water they need to publish towards the people. You understand? So a drought is on the what?
It says, a drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols.
Trinidad in a sense that Trinidad have the people buying their idols for $34, $40, $50. You understand? They had the Hanuman, they had the Jesus, you understand? All kind of graven images. So how people go pray for a plenty 2020 or 2020 should be a year plenty. No, I 2020 should be a year plenty judgment. The Most High just started killing quick.
She did start with judgment too.
Can it end nice. So
Last year started from judgment.
yeah. We'll see this.
Yeah.
It says, therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owl shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
Speaking about the land of America. understand? That is why they have certain movies like Scorch Games and these kind of things, but they know the scriptures. That's all that.
Yeah, these Isaiah 24 and verse 19. It says, the earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean, dissolved, the earth is removed exceedingly, the earth shall wheel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be moved.
We're going to proceed to read to and fro like a junker. And the world week 2012, well, we done past 2012. Talk about the ICBN promises.
Arrows.
Arrows. It says, like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the king of the earth, and the king of earth upon the earth.
Right, talking about Esau, talking about the Rothschild family, those that in high position, the ones that hold all the central banks in the earth, the so-called Jews. You understand? Those are the ones on high right about now, because they are the ones that actually run the world. Everything that goes on in the world, every blasted coup that they have, every government that's in place, they run it. Because why? They able to fund it. Because they have what? Scripture say money answer to all things. You hardly know. Not Jeep, not the Negro, right? Not the Latinos, not the natives and Hispanics. Super white man.
It says, it says, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners, and gathered in a pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. After many days shall they visit.
I go back into verse 9 when let come together of the possession, right? Isaiah 14, right? Esau Edom, because why? Scripture say that you should save your brother. So you so-called white man, evil ears and apostle Ariam, labors follow you. Hey, you pay thyself for slavery. You know? You're going in chains just now. You know say? Right with that. We give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakodash.
We're going to say the Lord's and the apostles of the national do well. Salutation to each and every one of the Akim that push this without being sincerity and truth. Right, and to the sincere sisters that listen in silence, Sister Shalom, Lord Bakaria, right, Mawata Babal.